Well, cannabis store was raided recently, and the owner says it came without explanation. About $2 million worth of product was seized. 13 Wham's Jackie Napier says the experience left the owner quite confused.
These team of people are in it. It says police across their jackets. They were all OCM board members. OCM board members aren't police.
John Brown owns Triclomes. He says he is committed to operating in compliance with state cannabis regulations. However, in light of Tuesday's raid, Brown fears the Office of Cannabis Management may be acting with unadulterated authority.
They were asked for a warrant. They were asked for probable cause. Nobody had anything to issue. Nobody wanted to give ID. Nobody wanted to say who they were. They just said, we're OCM and we can do this.
The OCM says yesterday's inspections were conducted within the framework of New York State cannabis law, and investigators, quote, seized products that were being sold without the appropriate license. Brown believes the state has created significant obstacles when it comes to complying with product testing mandates.
Where do we get it tested at? If the state doesn't have those facilities in place, you're going to license me to do it? If I own all the equipment, if I have all the know-how and I have all the knowledge, why can't I get that license to do the testing myself? We don't have a license. The state hasn't issued those licenses.
The OCM website says it is still soliciting firms to perform third-party sampling of adult-use and medical cannabis products in New York State. So far, there is one permitted lab in Rochester. Brown emphasizes that when customers purchase from a legal dispensary like Triclomes, they have confidence in the quality and authenticity of the products.
You know what you're getting. You know what it's tested for. You know if there's no fentanyl, if there's no heroin, there's nothing else mixed inside of it. How about the illicit places that are selling all the other stuff, not just illegal products?
Jackie Napier, 13 Wham News.
And the Office of Cannabis Management says the Department of Taxation and Finance will pursue appropriate penalties following an investigation.
Our other top story tonight, an innocent father shot to death by a stray bullet while sitting on his front porch.
I lost a best friend. I lost my homie. I lost my brother.
That father sitting on the porch, fatally struck by gunfire. The innocent bystander losing his life in a double shooting that erupted near his home in Rochester. Good afternoon. I'm Matt Malloy. Another man was wounded in that attack, and the gunman remains at large tonight. 13 Wham's Chase Howell met with the victim's family and has the latest on this investigation. Chase, good evening.
Matt, this is truly a devastating story. His brother says when he heard the gunshots, he thought it couldn't be his family. That is until his younger brother came running inside. A father spraying down and sweeping away the blood where his son was shot and killed Tuesday night.
I come downstairs today and me and my family were like, he's not coming through these doors anymore, you know? I just don't understand. Like, he didn't deserve that. Sad part is that he didn't even see it coming.
Rochester police say 40-year-old Sios Rios was sitting on his front porch when he was caught in the crossfire during a drive-by shooting, targeting a 19-year-old.
As I was walking down the stairs, my little brother came. My little brother came and said that bro got dropped. When I came out, I ran. I was gonna go inside his apartment, but when I looked to the floor on the side, he was laying with the bullet hole in his head, just blood everywhere.
Rios' last words continue to play back through Perez's mind.
I tried to pick him up. And the last thing he said to me was, bro, help. Because I know he was hearing me because I was telling him, bro, please, don't go. I got you.
Perez says his brother lived in his apartment for 15 years and was known around the neighborhood as Angel.
He helped a lot of individuals out here when they were short in cash, needed food for their kids.
Perez says people need to start doing something and speaking up because the gun violence needs to change.
Everybody out here scared to come outside with their kids. They can't go down the block. They can't go up the block. They can't go side the block. It's like you need a full body armor to go across the street just to buy a pack of cigarettes or get a drink. It's bad out here.
Rios is survived by 6 kids and stepkids. He's also a grandpa to 2. One of them he won't be around for the birth for. Untold family from out of town are coming in today, and they're working on funeral arrangements.
Leaders work to deter young people from turning to violence. A new program is launching at city R centers to address their social and emotional needs. As 13 Web's Carla Rogner reports tonight, it is a new initiative to connect youth to resources and keep them on the right path. Carla, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. The city has added child and family therapists along with social learning specialists to the staff at some local R centers. These specialists will be able to intervene and reach kids in their own neighborhoods when they're having issues and try to offer them solutions.
We're here for the kids to try to help them do better.
Marshall Walker is just getting started in his new position as a social learning specialist. He and several others, along with child and family therapists, will be available at city R centers to help young people find solutions to whatever issues they are facing.
Kids need somebody. I kind of wish that I would have had someone that really looked like me to be able to be there for me. With this position, it gives me room to help kids find different outlets, like, you know, different person to talk to. I'm not your security or your authoritative figure. I'm someone that you can actually relax and talk to and get to know.
Our centers are where kids already spend a lot of time and where the city has invested in other programs to empower youth and keep them busy.
And when they are experiencing trauma, challenges, difficulties, we want them to know that there will be someone right here in the recreation centers to support them. So we've partnered with Center for Youth Services, who will provide the social learning specialists right in the rec centers to support our children and families.
Kids who normally would go home, they would stay there, and we'd work them on emotional skills, conflict resolution, mental health.
The city hopes having the social and emotional staff on site in neighborhoods will also bridge the gap to barriers that sometimes prevent families from getting these kinds of mental health resources.
The social learning therapists will be part of the rec center. They won't just stop in. They're going to be part of it, engaged in programming with the kids, so the kids will feel comfortable talking to them.
And the therapists and social learning specialists can be found at the Caldwell, Ryan, Lightfoot, and Gant R centers. These resources are free to everyone registered with an R center. All you have to do is walk in and ask to be connected with someone.